The Usos defend the undisputed tag team championships. We have two #1 contender triple threat women's matches. Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley brawl ahead of their match next week. All this and more on Raw Reaction. Hey guys, how you all doing? It's the chairman of the board here, and welcome to Raw Reaction, my weekly look at everything that's happened on Raw this week, as well as my thoughts and opinions on everything that's happened. So, as always, guys, you guys, as always, are awesome. Thank you so much for sticking with us and watching. If you do enjoy this video, please do go on to like, share, subscribe, ring that little notification bell as well, just so that we can keep you up to date with everything that's going on here on the channel. So, without further ado, let's have a look and see what happened this week on Raw. So, this one did not waste any time. It kicked straight off with the opening match, which was a tag team match. We had the Usos versus Matt Riddle and Elias for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. So, the Usos come down to the ring. As always, they are flanked by the honorary Us, Sami Zayn, and the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa. The Usos got in the ring. They thought they had found an easy way out, as we saw a video of earlier in the day where they attacked Elias and took him out. This led to Jimmy Uso claiming that the match was therefore cancelled. However, Riddle comes out and claims that he has found a new partner to take on the Tag Team Champions, and that partner was Kevin Owens. Yes, Kevin Owens came out and joined Riddle in the match for the tag team titles. So, really good start on this. Really, really liked all this. Nice little build up on there as well. Good bit of storytelling on this. So, this match was a good match, given a good solid amount of time. It told a good story, and it was quite a competitive contest between the two teams as well. All four men in this match looked good. It was a good solid match. And a really interesting one as well, especially with the odd couple choice of Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens. This was a good solid match all the way through. It wasn't an outstanding match, but it did everything that it needed to do on there. And no surprise really, the Usos were able to retain the titles. They pinned Matt Riddle after hitting him with a 1D. So really no surprises there. So still your champions, the Usos. The prize fighter, Kevin Owens, then chased off the Bloodline with a chair. However, he did not see Solo Sikoa staying behind. Solo Sikoa got in the ring and beat the tar out of Matt Riddle. He splashed Riddle in the corner with a chair wrapped around his neck. And at one point, he even used Umaga's trademark Samoan spike. Really, really like that. Really like that. A lovely little nod back to Umaga there, who I was a huge fan of in the day. Yeah, absolutely brilliant on that one. So, yeah, so the Usos picked up the win. They retained the titles. No surprises there. My breakdown of this match, yeah, good match all the way through. So not an outstanding classic, but a good solid match on there. Matt Riddle, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. They seem to be able to team him up with anybody at the moment, and he makes it work. I think this really shows his adaptability to any match situation, and whoever they want to put him together with. It worked with Orton, it's worked with Elias, and I think this worked again with Kevin Owens as well. He really seems to be a team player, and I really, really like what they're doing there. The Usos are fantastic. They hit strikes that just look like they make a big impact. They always look like they're making contact. They always look like they're hitting them hard. You can see occasions where it looks like wrestlers are pulling punches back, but the Usos always seem to hit them so convincingly and looks really, really good. The big splashes that they do in that as well all look really good. And the 1D, beautiful. Absolutely love the 1D. It's one of my favourite tag team finishing moves at the moment. Absolutely wonderful on there. Kevin Owens, yeah, put in another great performance as well. Kevin Owens is really, really good. I really hope that we're getting to that point where we're going to see the prize fighter versus the tribal chief. I really think that Owens would deserve it, and I think that would be a great one-on-one match for the titles. I would really look forward to that. Hopefully maybe for the Royal Rumble. Fingers crossed. Solo Sikoa, wow. Solo Sikoa has come so far since they brought him up on the main roster. Absolutely fantastic. His decimation of Matt Riddle was excellent. Absolutely excellent. Everything he did look mean. Everything he did look dangerous. Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. I really, really hope that this is going to set up for a one-on-one match between Matt Riddle and Solo Sikoa. I think that could be an absolute banger. It's absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I think Matt Riddle has improved so much over the last 12 months. I think this has been a great year for Matt Riddle. Solo Sikoa, since coming up, has well, I mean, he's just proved why he needs to be there. He's absolutely fantastic. He is certainly the enforcer of the Bloodline. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic character work. Solo Sikoa, I can see him being a world champion one day. He's going to be brilliant. I can see great things for Solo Sikoa in the years to come. Absolutely brilliant. So a good solid start, a really good solid start to this week's episode of Raw. Very, very happy with that. So coming up next, then we have the first of the two women's triple threat matches to decide a #1 contender for Bianca Belair and the Raw Women's Championship. So the first match saw Asuka versus Bayley versus Rhea Ripley. Yeah, really, really good on this one. Really good, 3 really good women in this one as well. I'm really excited for this match. See what happened on this one. So Bayley came out first. However, before the match could start, she and Becky Lynch had a confrontation in the ring. Becky was talking about the past, while Bayley was talking about the present and what she is currently doing for the women's division. There was a good little bit of back and forth on this one before Becky wished Bayley luck in her match tonight. She said that she hoped Bayley would win so they could go one-on-one if she was woman enough to face the man like that. That was good. Really, really liked that one. So, not usually a big fan of Becky Lynch's the man gimmick, but I really, really liked that. I thought that was a nice little touch there. Really, really good on there. As Becky tried to leave the ring, however, she was met in the aisle by Rhea Ripley, and they had a long stare down before the Nightmare finally got into the ring. Really, really good on this. I think this is setting up for potential stories and rivalries in the future. So many possibilities with the women's division as well. And I like this. I like the way that they do this. They're doing this storytelling at the moment, so you don't know which way it's going to go. There's so much potential in there. And at the moment, Rhea Ripley seems to have so many people in her firing line at the moment. Fantastic. So this match was good. There was a lot of good stuff in this match. All 3 women were given the chance to look good along the way as well. Everyone had got to lay their strikes in. Everybody got to put their move sets in as well, and everybody selling their the opposition's moves like the professionals that they are. Found this one really, really good. There were several ways of using all 3 competitors in interesting spots in there, and this match was really gripping throughout the whole match because there was no logical winner in this one. This one could have gone any one of 3 ways. And I really, really like that. Every woman looked like they could come out on top for this match. And I like that. I like it when it's not so obvious as to what is going to happen. Everybody gets to put their offense in. Everybody gets to put their defense in. Everybody looked good. Everybody looked solid in this match. Nice bit of aggression throughout this match as well. Some really, really nice touches in this one. While Ripley seemed to look like the favourite towards the end, Bayley was the one who ended up picking up the win in this match. She hit the Rose Plant on Asuka and secured her spot for next week. Yep, really good. I'm not going to complain too much about that. I would have liked to have seen it be Rhea Ripley, personally, but I'm not going to complain too much about that. Bayley's a good choice. Any one of these 3 would have been a good choice in my opinion, so not going to moan about that. At the end of the match, though, the Nightmare Rhea Ripley takes out her frustrations on Asuka and starts beating her down. Really, really like that. This has to be setting up for a one-on-one with Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. I said it before last week. I'm going to say it again. I can't wait to see that. I would love to see these 2 go one-on-one with each other. These 2 hit hard. They make everything look solid. This could going to be a real back and forth as well, and fantastic. I would really, really like to see that one. So, and like I said at the start of this, obviously, Rhea Ripley at the moment seems to have so many people in her targets. I think this is definitely a good choice to start off with. I really, really would like to see this one. Excellent. Rhea Ripley in this match looked fantastic. I love the bits that they did where she looked so powerful that Bayley was having trouble rolling her up and things like that. That's a really nice touch. WWE at the moment are portraying Rhea Ripley as one of the most dominant women in a wrestling ring, right across the board at the moment. Her character work has gone from strength to strength over this 12 months as well. Personally, for me, I think she's the absolute standout of 2022. I think she's absolutely wonderful. Really, really good job. The way that she sold the roundhouse kick from Asuka, sublime. And Rhea Ripley also hit a beautiful Northern Lights suplex as well. Absolutely fantastic on there. Bayley at the moment seems to be kind of a mixed bag with people. People are either really liking her or really hating her. Some people are saying she's not the same as she was before she went off injured. I'm really liking Bayley at the moment. I think she's doing good stuff. I do agree that maybe she's not as strong as she was before, but I'm really liking the work that she's doing at the moment, and I really like the stuff that she's doing with damage control. The pre-match confrontation between her and Becky Lynch I thought was really, really good. There's a natural vibe between these two. I can't wait to see these two former horsewomen go one-on-one in a match. I would really like to see that as well. So yeah, really, really good on there. Becky Lynch at the moment is so over with the fans. It's unbelievable. They're chanting her name. They're really, really into it. They're hanging on every word that she says as well. She gave her sunglasses to one of the fans as well, which I thought was a nice little touch as well, showing that she is a fan favorite going forward. Yeah, really, really good stuff on here. Asuka in this match as well. Yeah, as great as ever. Really, really like Asuka. Really love watching her work. Her strikes and everything. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, really, really good match on here with these three women on here. And obviously we get the second triple threat match later on in the show. But moving on from this one, let's go on to the next bit, which was Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. Had a little confrontation in the ring. They will be meeting next week on Raw for a #1 contenders match for the United States title. But they couldn't wait 7 days to get their hands on each other. They met in the ring, words were exchanged. Rollins is antagonizing Lashley over his loss to Brock Lesnar. Lashley says it's not about that, it's about I want the US title. Rollins says you're not going to get the title while this Lashley stuff is still in your head. This Lesnar stuff is still in your head. Lashley's heard enough of that. He thumps Rollins. This leads to a ringside brawl. Really, really good stuff on here. The officials come down and pull them apart. The fans start singing Rollins' theme as well, which is great. It just adds that extra tension to it. And in the melee of all this as well, the Raw producer, P.T. Williams, ends up taking a spear. This was great. This was excellent build-up for next week. I'm already excited about the potential of this match next week. And this brawl and everything that they did in it really, really sold it to me. Amazing how quickly the security comes out on this match, though, compared to when Matt Riddle got beaten down earlier in the night. But yeah, really, really good on this. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. And like I said, I'm already tingling with anticipation for next week's match. I think these two could put on an absolute storm. And really, really good. I really like the way that Triple H is focusing so much on these rivalries and making these big matches. We've got about 8 weeks before we get to the next Premium Live event, which is the Royal Rumble. So it's good to see that he's not slowing everything down. He's not just focusing on putting smaller matches on the Raws and the SmackDowns. He's keeping that big match feel going all the way through. And that's what he's going to need to do. And I like that. He's doing a great job of it. So let's keep that up. Keep those rivalries, keep that storytelling going as well. We've got a good 8 weeks now to tell a nice long story. So yeah, really want to get that in there as well. So good job on their trips. Coming up next on this one, we have the US title that we were just discussing, as Austin Theory defends the title against Mustafa Ali. So yeah, this all started off with a little bit of backstage confrontation. So Theory ends up putting the title on the line. This one, yeah, good solid match again. Is Theory trying to use his dominance to take control of the match early on. The former Chicago cop Mustafa Ali trying to find his way of making those comebacks. Theory continues to keep pushing him around for most of the time. This was a good match. This was a good, solid performance from two young and up-and-coming stars for the WWE. They're both trying to prove that they both deserve a good spot in 2023. Even though Mustafa Ali seems to have been a bit of a jobber in recent months, he continues to put on great matches. He's got a great moveset. He does some really, really good stuff in the ring. I really like watching him perform. However, there was quite a nasty looking botch during the match with a Hurricane Rana from the top rope. It looked quite nasty. I was a bit worried for a moment. Thankfully, both men appeared to be fine. They carried on the match. other than that spot, this was a good display of their skills. It was a good display of Theory's dominance versus Mustafa Ali's speed and agility. Some really, really good stuff going on through this match. Before Dolph Ziggler shows up, he hits Theory with a super kick out of nowhere, and this causes the disqualification, which means, unfortunately, Ali is not going to get his hands on the US title. Mustafa Ali then gets in Dolph's face for costing him the title, and this allows Theory to recover and take out both men while they're distracted. Yeah, good stuff on this. While the ending of this match wasn't exactly ideal, I would like to have seen a clear winner on this one. So while this one wasn't exactly ideal, the fact that Theory now has Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, and others all chasing after the US title really makes it feel like the US title is the most sought after belt in not just on Raw at the moment, in the whole of WWE at the moment. It really feels like everybody wants to get their hands on that title. Really, really good stuff on that. I really like that. It's good to feel that the US title is both exciting and relevant again. So many people wanting to grab after this title. I really hope that when the time comes and we get a main title back on Raw, that we don't lose that momentum, we don't lose that desire to win that title, because it's a good title. It's got a long lineage on there, and I hope that we can keep that going on there. But yeah, some really good stuff on here. Good to see Dolph Ziggler back as well. Although what they did kind of break up the end of the match. It made sense in terms of the storytelling after Austin Theory took Dolph Ziggler out a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I really like that. That's good storytelling going all the way through. I like the way that they're keeping it going, keeping it on that straight line. Just keep it linear so you know what's going on there. All good stuff. Yeah, really, really like that. So during the night on Raw as well, we saw a poker game going on out the back. This was being led by JBL and Baron Corbin. This involved the OC amongst others. AJ Styles and Baron Corbin ended up getting into a disagreement during this game. And this ends up in a 6-man tag team match with the OC going up against Corbin and Alpha Academy. Yes, Alpha Academy back again. This match, yeah, this was a good match. It started off with a moderately slow pace for the first few minutes. That's not a bad thing. You don't want it to just go zoom straight out the gate at 100 miles an hour. A lot of 6-man tag team matches do that. It all breaks up right from the start. It was nice to see the match start off nice and slowly to give you that nice little build up. Everybody following the rules, people tagging in and out. Yeah, all good stuff on there. And you don't want all that big brawling stuff going on too quickly. Save that to the end, and that's exactly what they did on this one. So this ends up breaking up into a brawl. All gets a little bit out of hand. Some really good exchanges throughout this match by all 6 competitors in there before finally Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer on Chad Gable for the win. The OC picking up a victory on that one. I liked that. Really, really good on there. Just going to quickly break this one down. I thought all 6 men in this match were great. They all did everything that they needed to do. Chad Gable and Carl Anderson, probably 2 of the most awesome technical wrestlers that they've got on the roster at the moment. I really enjoy watching the OC and the Alpha Academy going up against each other. I would really like to see a one-on-one match between Chad Gable and Carl Anderson. Give them a chance to show off their wrestling skills. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I would really like to see that one. Some really good stuff on there. You've got Otis and Luke Gallows as well. They're obviously the powerhouses of the team. I wouldn't mind seeing them get a one-on-one match against each other as well and see what they could do on there as well. Really, really good stuff on there. AJ Styles, phenomenal as always. Yeah, really, really good stuff on here. Baron Corbin, I like his new wrestling, the new wrestling god character that he's got. But like I said last week, I think his moveset needs to be enhanced and updated along with his character. We've got the new character. Let's just get a couple more new moves into his moveset. I don't want him to end up being one of these 5 moves of doom kind of things like John Cena was. I think he could just do with adding a few little things to his repertoire. But all in all, a good solid match with these 6 in there. All really good competitors, and great to see them all out there. I really, really enjoy watching Alpha Academy. I really want to see him pushing for tag team titles in the future. Fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind seeing Corbin getting in on the mix for the US title as well. And I wouldn't even mind seeing AJ doing that as well while we don't have the main belt on there. So yeah, but really, really good stuff on here. Great to see all 6 of them in action. During that poker game, we also had an argument break out between Akira Tozawa and Dominic Mysterio. So this one ended up in the next match, which was a singles match as well. Unsurprisingly, Dominic came out with his entourage, the whole of Judgment Day coming out with him. Yeah, really good. I love the Judgment Day. I'm sure I've mentioned it several times, and I'm going to say it once again. Judgment Day, yeah, great for me. Really good to see Akira Tozawa in action as well. I like Akira Tozawa. He's a really good worker, solid performer. Nice to see him out of the karate stuff as well, and into his old wrestling gear as well. I think his character does need that change. This was a really good match. You've got 2 guys, both with speed and agility. Akira Tozawa using his in-ring experience early on to try and take control of his younger opponent. However, Dominic soon turns things around, gains the upper hand. This one ended with Akira Tozawa missing his signature senton from the top rope. Dominic capitalizes by hitting a frog splash and picks up the win. This was a quick, simple, easy match. It really didn't do a lot other than just build up Dominic's character and just give him more in-ring time, just to get those reactions from the crowd and everything else on there as well. So nice simple match on this one, but a good one. Yeah, just did everything that it needed to do. Dominic picking up the win on there. Just keep on building, keep on pushing Dominic Mysterio. The heat that he gets from the fans at the moment is amazing. Probably some of the best heel heat out there at the moment. So yeah, just keep on working on it, keep on building on it. 2023 could be his year. I really think he could really sort of shoot for the stars on this one. Akira Tozawa, yeah, I really enjoyed him. The height he gets on his senton is fantastic. I'm sure he probably hurt himself missing that senton as well because he came down so hard. But yeah, really, really good. Yeah, I like it. And nice to see undercard talent getting used as well. I said it before with Shelton Benjamin and with Mustafa Ali, and the same thing with Akira Tozawa. Great to see these guys getting back out there and getting their chance to do some stuff in the ring. Good stuff. This then leads on to the main event of the night. This is the second of the 2 triple threat women's matches for the #1 contendership. And this one saw the man Becky Lynch, we saw Alexa Bliss, and we saw Nikki Cross in this one. Good to see that they got the main event as well. Nice to see the women getting the main event every now and again. I like that. So all 3 of these women had put on a really, really good show in this one. They've all got their own unique styles. They're all very versatile too. They were able to put on a fun interaction and a good encounter between the 3 of them. This one didn't quite have the same aggression and the same aggressive pace as the previous match. But I really did enjoy this one. A nice mix of styles in this. Really, really good on there. Lots of lovely back and forth in this one as well. Again, this was another one where you just didn't know who was going to get the upper hand on this one. I expect a lot of people probably thought it was going to be Becky and it was going to set up for that Becky versus Bayley. However, as we come up towards the end of this match, Io Sky and Dakota Kai of Damage Control came out. And they interfered in the match to prevent Becky Lynch from winning it by powerbombing the man through the announce table. Ooh, nasty on that one. This allowed the goddess Alexa Bliss to hit Twisted Bliss on Nikki Cross, and she picked up the win. A little bit of a surprise on that one, but I like it. I really, really like it. I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan, so I can't complain about that at all. Some really good stuff, as I said, in this match. There were some lovely pinning combinations between Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch at one point. Great to see women doing some chain wrestling as well. Really, really liked all of that. There were a couple of little glitches in this one, a few little moments on there, a couple of awkward looking spots. This included Becky Lynch trying to hit a leg drop while Nikki Cross was trying to hit Alexa with a net breaker. There was also a moment where Becky Lynch tried to jump off Alexa Bliss's back, but she just missed it by a couple of inches. Yeah, really, really liked all that. There's some really nice chemistry in this one as well. The way that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were fighting against each other, it feels like this is going to be a feud that's going to reignite from the past, obviously before when they were a tag team. I would personally like to see that. I think this was a feud that didn't get the ending that it needed, so I would really like to see this. For me personally, there's unfinished business between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, so I would like to see that. However, that will go on the back burner for the moment because next week we will get Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. The winner of that match will be the #1 contender against Bianca Belair. Who would you like to see come out on top in that match? Would it be Bayley or would you like to see Alexa Bliss get that title shot? Do let us know in the comments below. Personally, I want to see the Goddess get a shot. We've seen Bayley have a few shots already this year. I would love to see Alexa Bliss get a title shot, and I'm hoping that maybe this could even be the start of a metamorphosis into a new character. We're getting all those hints, all those suggestions that something's going to happen with her and Bray Wyatt. We see the Moth logo flying up in the background during interviews, things like that. Let's see what happens on there. But yeah, I would really like to see Alexa pick up the win on that one. But do let us know in the comments below who you think should get the next title shot against Bianca, and how do you think they're going to do? Do you think they'll come out on top against Bianca? Let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, so that was Raw for this week. All in all, it was a good show. It did everything that it needed to do once again. As I said in the video, there's a long build-up towards the Royal Rumble. We've got 8 weeks. I can see lots of storytelling, lots of character development in this episode, as well as the potential for future rivalries in there, as well as a lot going on there. I'm really excited for next week. Like I said, we got Bayley versus Alexa. We're going to get that Seth versus Bobby Lashley as well, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, all good stuff on there. Really like that. Let us know what you thought of Raw this week as well. Did it float your boat? It certainly did for the chairman. I'm really happy with it. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. That's it for this week. Meeting over. Chairman out. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.